It's so nice to get to stay at a hotel that costs $1,000 per night with the company's money.
You should be staying at a business hotel that's $20 per night.
What?
Trouble Busters!
Here's a souvenir. I hope everyone likes it. My name is Helen. I'm an office worker who just returned from my business trip. I was going to work as hard as I could since it's been a while since I was in the office. However...
You're so lucky you get to go on a vacation trip for free.
What? It's not for free? Hey, I bought those for everyone, so each person only gets one.
What the heck? Why are you so stingy? Who cares? You spent the company's money, right?
Do you even know what the company's money is spent on? Jeez, he's already gone.
I finally get to be on a business trip too. It's so close to the sightseeing spot that I've always wanted to go to.
Kenny, about the business trip that you're going on soon, as you can see in this booklet. Wait, are you even listening?
What's your problem? I was doing my research since it's my first business trip.
You're looking at a sightseeing guide. You need to stop doing personal things during work.
Okay, fine, I'll put it away.
Hey, I was still explaining.
I booked a high-end hotel for my business trip already. It's so nice to get to stay at a hotel that costs $1,000 per night with the company's money.
Hello, this is Helen from Trobus Corporation Sales Department. Hello, I hope you've been doing well. I'm calling from Nishitate Inn. What? Kenny hasn't arrived yet? No, we've been trying to reach out to him since yesterday, but we can't get a hold of him. No way, he was looking forward to the business trip. What on earth is he doing? I'm sorry, let me confirm on my end too.
That's Helen. I was having fun, but I guess I have to pick up the call. What do you want?
Oh, Kenny, are you at the hotel?
Yep, I'm staying at the Grand Prince Hotel.
What? Isn't that a super high-end hotel?
I get to stay wherever I want, right? I'm busy because I'm on a business trip. So if that's all you're calling about, I'm hanging up now.
What? But the hotel's cost is...
Don't worry about it.
Really? I wonder if he decided to pay for it out of his pocket. Hey, Kenny, our limited time lunch is going to get cold. Huh? Whose voice is that?
No one. I need to get back to work, so text me if you need anything.
But I wonder if everything's okay. I'll just text him to confirm this just in case.
Woohoo! This food looks great. I love business trips.
But are you sure we can afford this? This meal is really expensive.
Don't worry, my company will pay for it.
Really?
Yeah, I even signed up for this many credit cards just so I could take full advantage of this opportunity. We could spend up to $50,000.
Kenny, you're so amazing. You're so smart. I'm going to brag about you to my friends. Kenny returned from his business trip and requested reimbursement. What? A total of $550,000? Besides, what are these details? What exactly does he think the company reimburses him for? I'm not letting him get away with this. Trouble Busters.
Oh, it's so boring to be back in the office. I want to go on a trip with Kayla again. Company budget is like magic.
Kenny!
Oh, what do you want from me? I was focusing on my work.
What is this stack of receipts?
Excuse me? It's the expenses that I had to pay for the business trip the other day. Make sure you guys pay me back.
No, you spent $1,000 per night just for the hotel.
It's gonna be out of the company budget, so it's practically free wherever I stay, right?
No, the hotel you were supposed to have stayed at was a business hotel that was $20 a night.
Huh?
Why do you look so surprised? Did you really think the company's gonna pay for all this?
I mean, I spent that money during my business trip, so everything should be paid by the company, right?
No, you're wrong. All of these requests are probably going to be denied.
What? What do you mean by that? Then what's going to happen to that $50,000?
You'll likely be paying for it out of your own pocket.
What? Is that even possible? I already spent about $50,000 with my credit cards. If I end up having to pay for all of this, my dinner tonight'll be some breadcrumbs. Oh no! No, I can't let that happen. I need to do what it takes to have the company reimburse me for it. Hey, you can't tell me that the company won't be paying for it at this point.
What?
How How am I supposed to pay for my rent and my food? Is this company gonna make its employees homeless?
You're completely going out of the subject.
Then why didn't you tell me when you called me? You fooled me!
Well, you were already spending way beyond what you were allowed to, so at that point, I thought you planned on paying out of your own pocket.
What? Then you're being ridiculous about this!
I'm not the one being ridiculous about this. I even handed you a booklet that stated all the policies about our business trip. Open that desk drawer.
Yikes!
See? It tells you all about your accommodation, too. Do you realize now that I'm not being ridiculous at all here?
Why would I have to stay at a specific hotel?
It saves the cost, and there are special reasons, too.
Ha! Why is it so special to stay at a hotel that's only $20 per night? You're treating me poorly just because I'm a newbie.
That's not true. You can't even say that without even being at the hotel. I've stayed at that hotel before, too. It's a really nice hotel.
What? Besides, I went out of my way to go out of town because the company told me to go on a business trip. I deserve respect just for that. If I can't get reimbursed, I should be paid extra out of respect.
You're not even making any sense. Besides, the company pays you for a business trip fee, too.
It's a damage that's far bigger than what can be taken care of with that petty fee.
I don't even know what to say to you. We cannot reimburse you for $50,000.
Fine. Talking to you isn't getting me anywhere.
What?
I'm going to directly complain to the CEO. I'm sure not reimbursing the employee is going to be against some kind of labor regulation.
The CEO.
Huh? Who is this? My name is Kenny, and I'm from the sales department. Sir, I need you to help me. I'm in huge trouble, and yet Helen isn't willing to give me back my $50,000.
What? You're twisting and bending the facts. I'm so sorry, sir. Let me get him out of your hair.
Hold on! What was he talking about? Are you borrowing money from your subordinate? That's right!
That's not true at all. He's talking about the money he spent during his business trip. He spent it in a ridiculous manner, and yet he's demanding the company reimburse him for the $50,000 he spent.
What? He spent $50,000 on a business trip?
Here are all the receipts he submitted.
They were all necessary costs!
Will you say that after seeing all these pictures still?
Yikes! How'd you have those pictures?
You sent these pictures when you replied to my emails, but weren't you the one who sent them to me?
Was it Kayla? But I can't retreat right now. I need to get reimbursed for my $50,000 or else I can't afford to live. But what's the big deal with those pictures? I haven't done anything wrong.
It was wrong of you to have spent $50,000 in just 1 week thinking of someone else paying for it for you. Here's another picture. How did you even spend $3,000 on transportation?
That's just a rental car. What? Did you rent a foreign vehicle for a business trip? If I were to take a shabby car with me to a business trip, our client would end up looking down on us. Besides, I read in a book that having high-end items around myself will make me become a top-tier worker. And did that book tell you that you should accomplish that using the company's funds? Huh?
And the entertainment and meal fee? What on earth is going on here?
Those were definitely necessary. Having great entertainment for our clients will only benefit us, right? If we're being too stingy about the immediate cost in front of us, we're only narrowing down our view.
It's important sometimes to narrow down the view so we can know what we're looking at.
Ah! What the heck? I read in some kind of a book that initial investment is important when it comes to business.
Another book. You need to first look at where you're standing.
No, I'm standing perfectly fine. No! If you were going to spend so much on every business trip, no matter how great a deal you bring back, we'll only keep losing money. This isn't even valid as a business.
Besides the food, this isn't going to be part of the reimbursement.
Why not? You would have a meal regardless of whether you're on a business trip or not, right?
Don't tell me you never eat anything unless you're on a business trip.
But eating will lead to good health management. Being in good health will be good for the company, right?
You're a grown adult. Managing your health is your own responsibility.
What the heck? You keep complaining, but I secured a contract during this business trip. Isn't the result all that matters? You can't be complaining to me when I'm getting my job done.
It's not true. How you accomplish it is sometimes equally important.
That's enough. I'm here to talk to the CEO. I'm not here to talk to you. No, Helen is absolutely right. What? So what is this? Are you saying that I'm not getting reimbursed because of my own fault? Of course it is. No way. To add, the owner of the hotel you were supposed to stay at and the client you visited during this business trip have directly reached out to me. What? I planned on finding that problematic employee later on, but it turned out that you came to me first. You saved me a hassle. What did they call about? They were both extremely upset about you. It seemed like you caused huge trouble during your business trip. We can't possibly approve the reimbursement. Huge trouble? I try not to overwhelm myself with common sense. Stop saying it on a positive note. The hotel owner is my friend, and their room usually costs $100 per night, but they reserved it for a whole week at $20 per night. What? Really?
It was in the booklet, too.
And you ended up staying at a different hotel the entire stay! But don't I get to stay at whichever hotel I want? We betrayed their kindness, and because of what you've done, we lost the trust relationship that we built until now! What? I thought it was just a cheap hotel!
That's on you for ignoring what I had to tell you without even knowing anything about it.
Besides, the client you visited also talked to me about you, too! What? It must be something good, right? I couldn't believe it at first, but I heard them exactly right. I mean, I secured the contract. No, they sent back the contract unsigned. What?
What on earth were you doing over there after spending so much on entertainment?
They said you showed up at the meeting hungover, and you were also an hour late. That was, Seeing your reaction, I can tell that they were telling the truth. This is ridiculous. But I read in some book that the most talented people are always late.
What's wrong with all these books? It sounds as if it's a book about all the terrible things about the entrepreneur-type influencers.
But on the next day, I made up for it by letting them get on a luxury car and taking them out to dinner. All they wanted was to have a serious business meeting, and they weren't looking for a nice dinner. As a matter of fact, they said they were troubled by how you were taking them out until late at night. What? But it was a luxury car and a high-end dinner. I thought anyone would be happy.
Did you confirm with them beforehand?
Well, no wonder they said they were troubled. Oh, no!
You said you accomplished results earlier, but you haven't even accomplished anything.
Damn it! Those bastards said that they'd sign the contract when I was there! They lied to me! They said they were clear about how they don't intend to move forward with the contract, but you forced them to keep the contract! What? But they accepted the contract! Isn't that pretty much the same as agreeing to move forward with it? What are you talking about? I knew you were judging things based on your values! How are you going to be responsible about this? Oh, God. But when it comes to the business trip budget, I did it for the sake of the company! You're saying that spending $50,000 was for the sake of the company? That's right! You'd have to pay less tax if you were to spend more on company expenses, right? Isn't that a good thing for the company? No, it's not! Company budget isn't magic or a magic wand that makes magic happen. Especially if you were to spend like this, it'll be easily discovered through a tax audit. Then forget about the budget. Sir, can I please have $50,000? What? I really need money. Besides, you wouldn't be making any money without employees like us. You're acting all arrogant with your position, but do you even realize who earns your income for you?
How dare you say that?
I don't even know what to tell you at this point. Hurry up and give me $50,000. You're making tons of money, so I'm sure you can give me some money. It's to appreciate my hard work. No! What are you even saying? We pay your salary and bonus to reward you for your work. Have you ever heard of capitalism? Does that mean no one's on my side here? Of course not! What makes you think that anyone would take your side after everything you've said? This entire company is wrong to make their employees suffer like this. Stop twisting the facts. All you're doing is violating the rules without any morals. I'm going to sue this company.
What?
I'm sure the company wouldn't want to end up in a trial since it'll be a huge hassle. Now hurry up and tell me you'll give me $50,000. Well then, I won't run or hide from you. Let's do this all the way. Huh? You're not going to take back your words after what you've done, are you? Fine, I'll do it.
Ouch, he's dug himself a deeper hole. A little while after that, Kenny really started a trial, and he's representing himself.
This company won't reimburse any necessary expenses, and they don't even care to listen to the suffering employees. It's a terrible company. The company is strangled with old values, and I suffered so much during my time with them. They caused me mental distress, and I demand compensation.
Whoa, he switched his subject from reimbursement to compensation? Mr. Cobweb?
Don't worry. Now then, the root of this case lies in the misuse of expenses during a business trip. Objection! Whether it's misuse or not depends on personal values. This is the new normal. Yes. Moving on. Please take a look at this photograph. It shows Kenny dining at an upscale restaurant inside the luxury hotel where he stayed. Objection! A person can't survive without eating! Furthermore, these photos show him driving a high-end foreign sports car and traveling to various locations in Korea that hardly qualify as business-related. Even at tourist spots, he appears to have let loose and spent money quite lavishly. And here are the receipts from the establishments he used. Quite a stack. Objection! I was simply restoring my energy!
These objections are getting weaker by the minute.
From these photographs, it is now perfectly clear that his activities had little to nothing to do with business. Moreover, companies setting spending limits on expenses is standard practice, and there is absolutely no element of harassment involved here. That's not true! They're trying to make me pay a ridiculous amount that I can't even afford! That's the amount you spend on your own. It's only a legitimate opinion. To add, I have summoned a witness who's joined your so-called business trip today. What? Why are you...
I'm sorry, Kenny.
Kayla, why are you here?
Because I found out that I went with you. In one of the pictures you sent me, I could see a reflection of a woman on the wine glass. I had the photo analyzed, and it looked identical to Kayla from our company's general affairs. So we looked into her PTO usage, only to find out she took time off exactly when you were on a business trip.
Damn it! I knew it was you! This is all happening because you replied to my email without even telling me!
It was because you told me that everything would be paid for by the company. I didn't even think I wasn't allowed to take pictures.
Now, a question for Ms. Kayla. Now then, I'd like to question a key witness. During this business trip, did Mr. Kenny ever express any complaints about being forced or pressured by the company in any way? Tell him I seemed full of complaints.
No, he kept saying that it's nice to be on a vacation with the company's money during the business trip. He seemed to have a great time.
What? Are you going to betray me?
I mean, I just got this job and I'd rather keep it. I can't just board your sinking ship. I need to show my sincerity by being as honest as possible.
Wise decision. In that case, Mr. Kenny, based on this evidence, we will be filing counter charges against you for defamation. Please understand. What? Defamation?
Of course, you even started a trial to say things that would bring down the company's reputation.
You said you didn't want to turn this into a big deal.
At this point, we need to do what it takes to keep the company's reputation. You did this to yourself.
Oh, goodness. What you can do at this point is to express through your demeanor that you've reflected on your actions. No way!
Kenny continued to desperately give excuses, but at the end, defamation stood. In addition to the amount of money he spent during his business trip, he ended up owing damages to the company.
In addition to $50,000, I have to pay damages? No way! I can't possibly afford it!
You did this to yourself by starting a trial. If only you were apologetic when you first came to me, you would have only owed what you spent and nothing else.
This is happening because you betrayed me! You'd better pay for whatever you spent!
What? Not only did you put me on a sinking ship, but you're demanding money from me? You're terrible!
A terrible sinking ship! You got PTO the moment I talked to you about it. Getting all excited.
If only I knew that this would happen, I wouldn't have gone with you. I went because you said you wouldn't have to pay a single penny. And now you're making me pay $20,000? No way! What are you going to do about this?
What? No, I won't do anything! You were eating and enjoying the time as much as I was!
I really don't get why you had to start a trial. We're through at this point. I don't even want to see your face.
What the heck? I don't even want to be with a woman who betrayed me at such an important moment either!
Ugh, they're just alike.
So when are you going to pay the damages? Sir, I really don't have any money on me anymore. Huh, that's not our problem. Oh, come on. Please help me. I'll apologize for what happened, see? I'm apologizing. No, I'm not forgiving you. I made sure to warn you not to start a trial, too. You ignored me, and you can't apologize to me this late. Please forgive me. I'll end up in debt if you don't help me. That's not my problem. Do you even realize how much trouble you caused our company? You're going to reflect on your own actions and live accordingly to where you stand from now on. Ah!
After that, the two of them worked desperately to pay off the restitution and damages. But having caused such disruption within the company, they eventually felt too uncomfortable to stay and, before long, quit on their own.
I ended up quitting my job, but how am I supposed to live with such a huge debt from now on?
As for me, business trips are hassling, but I enjoy it because I get to be away from my daily life. I'm going to order room service tonight. Of course, I'll pay for the food out of my own pocket, though. Troublebusters.